Let's upcycle these 2 sets that I thrifted for spring. This is going to be a beginner level upcycling project as I'm just taking the white set in and the purple one I'm making into a halter top. I fell in love with the print on these Jaclyn Smith sets, but the oversized baggy look is just not what I'm into right now, so we're going to be changing it up a little bit. When I'm working with a beautiful print like this, I like to keep the design element more simple so it keeps the attention on the print. I'm not going to be making a mock-up or a pattern for this. I'm just going to be using an existing tank top that I already own. This is a great way if you're just getting into sewing or thrift flipping. If you don't want to make patterns or don't know how to make patterns, you can use existing pieces that you already have. A piece of advice that I always give and try to remember myself is that it's a lot easier to take a garment in than add more fabric to it. So it's okay if you're making the garment a little bit too big for you because you can always go back in and take it in later. Moving on to the halter top, I'm using that same tank top that I used with the white set, but this time I'm just going to eyeball what I think the halter top should look like. If I had a halter top in my closet, I would just use that, but I don't, so I'm just going to eyeball it this time. This fabric does have some stretch to it, but I want it to be really tight around my waist, so I'm going to be adding a zipper on the side of both of the tank tops. I was able to finish these sets in a day, but if you're just starting out, I would give yourself a weekend, especially if you're planning to take your projects on a spring vacation or summer vacation. Allow yourself a weekend because if you're starting out, you probably will make mistakes. I make so many still to this day. The elastic on the skirts were pretty worn out, so I took it in about 1 inch on both sides. Here is the finished results on a mannequin. I think these turned out really cute.